Thinking of storming Area 51? Find out what could happen to you if you try and raid a military base. Welcome to The Breakdown, guys. I'm your host, Luke Monis. On this episode of The Breakdown, we're going to simulate what happens to you if you storm Area 51. All because of this story.
He's the 20-year-old college student behind the plan to storm Area 51.
I figured that the FBI would be knocking on my door right about now, but nobody has shown up. Nobody's tried to contact me.
Area 51 is the top-secret Air Force base long associated in the public mind with extraterrestrials and UFOs. It lies deep in the desert, 150 miles from Las Vegas. It bristles with signs warning the curious to keep out. Matty Roberts launched a Facebook page he called Storm Area 51. Let's see them aliens, it says. They can't stop all of us. The Air Force is taking it seriously and issued this warning. The U.S. Air Force always stands ready to protect America and its assets.
According to Section 1382 of Title 18 of the Department of Justice's Criminal Resource Manual, persons trespassing on a military base are subject to 6 months in prison, a $500 fine, or both. Seconds from now, we're talking to security expert Steve Cardian about how Area 51 personnel could respond to a potential raid. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Steve Cardian, go ahead and watch this right now.
He's InsideEdition's security expert.
Boom!
From school shootings
I'm gonna barricade the door.
to foiling a kidnapping.
Kick, yell for me to back off.
Back off.
Good. Now notice your hand is here. This hand reaches me, you can still do this, and you can kick a knee to my groin. Boom.
Steve, as you can see, we've built a model here on what's basically a negative budget, but it was the best we can do. What do you think about the model here in general?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm -3.
Before we hop into the simulation, let's talk a little bit about our base. Is the fence electrified?
No, the fence is not electrified, but there would likely be sensors that would indicate the presence of something bigger than a small animal.
These men are guarding the perimeter. They're on the outside of the fence. What's their experience? What's their story?
They're going to be expert marksmen that are likely armed with M4 type weapons or AR-15 type weapons, multiple magazines, a sidearm, certainly two-way communication with night vision goggles and additional equipment that they might need to deal with someone that's going to breach the perimeter.
And our buddy here guarding just right in front of the gate looks like he's holding a bazooka of some kind.
That would be for, say, if you're trying to bring a large vehicle up. They have weapons much more dangerous than that to stop a vehicle incoming.
How about this? Are there people in here, I'm assuming from a higher vantage point? What are they looking at?
They would be there with highly powerful goggles, and they would likely have sniper rifles in there.
So when they shoot, are they shooting to kill?
Again, what part of they are highly trained killers don't you understand?
Now, what we hear about a lot on Area 51 is the idea of underground areas. Where might be the entrance to the underground facilities?
You would be right in the center here, would be about a 50-mile range from each point of the gate. So you'd have to cover that distance to get where all the top secret stuff is.
Look at this beautiful Nevada night sky.
And that's the way it looks if you've been to Las Vegas at night.
Just all the stars.
All the stars, it's beautiful.
And of course the aliens would be here.
Understand, the Air Force will not confirm or deny that there are aliens or anything of that nature on the base.
It's that top secret?
It's that top secret.
We don't know if the aliens are here. The aliens, as far as we know, could be over here. And what will we do in that situation?
They could be in a variety of locations, but to get there, understand that you would be exposing yourself to extreme danger, including death.
Now, I will attempt to breach the fences and search for aliens using this little guy right here.
All I can say is you've probably never been more ready.
To die?
We'll see.
So if you don't mind playing the soldiers, we're going to try to explain how Area 51 might respond to a potential raid. Please show no mercy. All right, so we're going to come over here.
You're going to be spotted right about there. They're going to know you're coming.
Okay, so we haven't really begun the simulation yet, and I'm already going to be shot?
No, that'll come later. Them knowing your presence, they can get an idea of what your intent might be.
So, say I wanted to come from just the front door and I hopped over somehow, what would happen to me?
You would likely be approached by a good number of individuals with guns pointed at you, with weaponry screaming at you to get down on the ground.
Okay, and if I didn't?
You would get very hurt.
Say I come in just to the front gate and I say, hey guys, looking to meet some aliens. What will happen to me?
They're going to scream at you to get on the ground now.
Okay, well, that's not an ideal outcome. I just wanted to meet some aliens. What about over here? I sweet talk these guys. I say, guys, I am a soldier like you. I'm Luke. I work at Area 51. I accidentally lost my military uniform and I'm trying to get back inside so I can get it. I know it looks weird. I'm just wearing a pink Speedo, but can I go in through there?
They won't find it amusing, and they will likely give you demands to get on the ground, or they will shoot you.
What about dropping in Mission Impossible style from the sky?
You'd never have a chance. You would be swarmed with military aircraft.
So this fence is not working and the sky is not working. What if 1 million people came and raided the place, like they want to on the Facebook group?
At this point, I'd have to ask you, what part don't you understand about you're going to be arrested, shot, run over, killed, blown up with a bazooka?
Well, keeping that in mind, how hard is it to escape the clutches of a soldier after you've been captured at Area 51? Let's find out. I'm going to be an invader in search of aliens and the truth. Now, what we want to do is simulate exactly how hard it would be for someone like me, an invader, to escape capture once they're detained. So is it difficult?
It's going to be difficult for you to escape.
Say you needed to detain me and I was ahead of you. What's the maneuver we would do there?
Minus doing a double leg takedown from behind, I would come up and do something we call the seat belt.
The seat
Where
belt?
I come up
I like
behind
seat
you, I'm
belts.
going to grab you, push you here.
Oh.
I'm going to catch you here,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm going to bring you straight down.
Oh, Steve.
Now I'm going to take you here and bring you down,
Oh, no.
flat down, and handcuff.
I thought seat belts were safe and fun.
Not this way.
Not this one. How likely is it that I would be tased versus tackled? What's the discretion there?
They do have the option in their use of force continuum to use a taser, especially law enforcement.
Yeah.
You would be tased somewhere in the mask, the front or the back.
Yeah.
And
somewhere on my mass?
Yes. And
Oh, dear.
there's
Not
enough
my
there,
mass.
you're not going to miss.
Oh, well.
It's 50,000 volts, low ampage, and what it does, it interrupts the nerve path, so you're going to freeze up. You're going to go to the ground. And they're going to let you take the 5-second ride, which will convince you that you don't want any more of that, and the officer will try and handcuff you. If you become non-compliant, he's going to hit you again. Usually it only takes one time.
So the 5-second ride is you get tased for 5 seconds.
Yes.
And then at that point you're like, never mind, I don't need to see the aliens.
The
I'm
officer-
perfectly comfortable just wearing the t-shirt. I'm cooperating. All I want to do is meet the aliens. I just want the truth.
Hands up.
I just want the truth, Steve.
Good. Now I want you to reach your right hand down to the ground. Down to the ground, in front of you, in front of you. Walk your hands out, walk your upper body away from your knees. Keep going until you're flat.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Hands out like an airplane, palms up.
I just want to know, is there life on other planets?
We're gonna see.
That's all I wanted.
Palms up, hands off the ground. Good, good. I come in here, boom.
Ooh.
Switch you in here, step over.
Come
Pull
on.
for the other hand.
I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. I just
And
want
he's
the
done.
truth.
I would get him on his side, roll to your side.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
I would do my searching, and then I'd bring your knees up to your chest. Good.
well, guys, if there's one thing we learned, Area 51 is incredibly difficult to storm, and you might find yourself in this position or worse. I want to thank our security expert, Steve Cardian, for being with us today. Thank you, Steve.
My pleasure.
Well, hopefully one day I'll be able to get out of these cuffs. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an episode, and we'll see you next time on The Breakdown. Thank you very much for joining us today. You're taking a large risk by even being here today. What do you hope to achieve by speaking out? If this is all true, is there anything the average person can do about it? I mean, do you advise people to storm, to raid Area 51? Wow, that's not what I thought you would say, but I appreciate your honesty. Humans, friend. Well, I wish you didn't show me how I would die, but I appreciate the look-see into the future.